My house burnt down, leaving me and my two children with nothing but the sweatpants we were wearing, and to make things worse, my best friend of 10 plus years kicked me out of her wedding when I needed her most. My ex-best friend, we'll call her Chloe, 25F, and I, 24F, met in the 6th grade when I moved to a new school. She was my next-door neighbor, and we walked the same route home from school every day. It was a small town, there was only one 6th grade class, which we were both in, so naturally as the year went on we started talking on the way home from school and became good friends. Being next-door neighbors and best friends was like any kid's dream. We hung out every single day and were basically like siblings, with one of us sleeping/eating at the other's house basically every night, and we always worked the same jobs. We were together 24/7 all the way through school until graduation and on. We both had kids our senior year. I ended up having a small wedding with my child's father immediately after graduation, but Chloe and her boyfriend split up. Shortly after having her child, Chloe met someone while at work. We were all still working together in a kitchen, my husband included, and they began to form a relationship. We'll call him Austin. He was a couple years older than us and was a great guy. We would all hang out outside of work, and we all got along great. Fast forward a couple years, myself and my husband get divorced in May of 2020, he cheated, and Chloe and her husband moved to the next state over. We're in the Midwest, so long drives aren't super uncommon, but the time we spend together still obviously decreased significantly. We would talk a few times a week about everything going on in our lives. My husband and I had another child before the divorce, so I was a single mom of 2, and Chloe and her boyfriend had another 2 children together and were now parents of 3 when they got engaged. Chloe planned a bachelorette and birthday party to Nashville in November of 2021. I woke up to my bedroom being on fire in the middle of the night, August 8, 2021. I was able to get myself, my 2 children, our dog, and our 3 cats outside while the fire grew, but was unable to save a single one of our belongings. Not even my phone. I was left in nothing but a pair of sweatpants, no shoes, and both of my children were in a diaper. I had many pressing calls to make and things to handle after recovering from the shock of losing everything in the following days. One of which was to call Chloe and inform her that unfortunately I wouldn't be able to make it to the bachelorette party or contribute my portion for the cost of the trip, which was around $800 not including food, drinks, etc. It was a weekend trip, with each person paying for a portion of the Airbnb and excursions and covering Chloe's costs, and also that my bridesmaid's dress, that I had paid for, she picked it, was lost in a fire as well. I was supposed to be the maid of honor, and Chloe had been my maid of honor in my wedding as well. When I told her, she immediately got pissed and started being short with me on the phone. I told her I could buy another cheaper dress, but couldn't afford to replace the one I had already bought as it was around $300. I also offered to rent a pantsuit type outfit and get her preferred color shirt, tie, vest. I gave her options. She instead said she no longer wanted to be in the wedding party. That she was tired of always being there for me and I have too much drama. It felt like a huge slap in the face, but I was still invited to the wedding. I decided to go, because I didn't want to ruin her day or bring any more drama, but that was definitely the wrong choice. I went with the pantsuit option with no jacket. It was a very casual wedding, so I wore slacks and a nice pink shirt that was similar to the original color of my dress and had a white lacy detailing. I sat in an upper balcony area. There were probably about 15 to 20 extended family members and such up there overlooking the whole wedding, and tried to smile through speeches and proceedings that I felt I should be a part of, but ended up becoming pretty overcome with emotion. I didn't want to cry in the wedding and decided to step quietly out the back door and walk around the venue. It was a beautiful ranch property with trails, horses, ponds, and waited out for pictures and the reception. After a while I saw a few guests coming out and walked up to find other wedding party members and the bride for pictures. I found them, talked with them, told Chloe congratulations, you look beautiful, blah blah blah. I start walking with them while smiling and conversing over to the area where all the pictures are going to be taken during the reception when I'm tapped on the arm by the photographer. She pulls me to the side and informs me that the bride has asked I not be included in any of the photos. After putting my own emotions to the side for the entire day and really for months leading up to the wedding because of Chloe's mistreatment towards me when I've been family to her for almost half of our lives, I had had enough. I turned to Chloe and honestly yelled a little bit that it was bullshit she couldn't tell me herself because she knew it was a crappy move. I said many things that had bothered me about her over the years and how she's always made me feel less than, put me down, and just outright bullied me. I left the wedding, drove 10 hours home, and haven't talked to her since. Her and her husband have sent me couple friend requests. I deleted and blocked them both because I simply don't want her in my life, but I always just ignore them. I think about her quite frequently. It feels like I lost a sibling, or like someone important to me died. Would you try and repair the relationship?